Hey guys, okay, so I have been wanting to make this vlog for some time now, and it's about duality and the experience that I have gone through from duality to, I keep talking about this like nothingness, but it's all conscious, it's all consciousness, but it feels like nothing, and I think I get it now. I think I understand what it's about. So, all right, let's get started. So let's talk about duality, right? All right. Why do we experience duality in this lifetime? And for those of you that don't know what duality is, it's basically like you have to experience hot in order to know cold, right? And then from hot and cold, we decide what a good temperature is for us. We make that decision based on our body will respond and tell us what feels good. This is how life is in duality. So our soul comes down to the earth in order to learn lessons. No lessons can be learned unless you have duality. This is why in your lifetime you will experience the duality with people that you love, like your parents will give you duality. Your siblings will give you duality. Your husband, your wife, your children, they all are part of this experience for your growth. So you can't experience love unless you've experienced not being loved. You know, and when it comes to love, I feel like it's a touchy subject. It's complicated because no one has ever experienced true love until you've started loving yourself. Love is not outside of you. Love is all within you. So that's why I have a little bit of an issue when I talk about love. But then let's say fear. You have to experience fear in order to experience presence, and in order to experience, like, I don't even want to say happiness. I know this vlog isn't supposed to be, I didn't want to go deep into this part of it, but you know, even happiness is often the ego is so tricky that even if you've experienced fear, the ego is going to make you feel like it knows what happy is, but it truly, this is just my face cream. I use it as a mask because I put salicylic acid into my own, our own like day glow. And watch what happens. It's like so crazy. I just discovered this. So that's why it's emulsifying right now. Anyways, so let's get back to the vlog. So happiness, basically, like, the ego will make you think that you're going to be happy if. So the duality in that, what you may or may not experience, is that things just don't make you happy. The ego wants you to believe that you are working because you're working, making all this money and sacrificing because you need to, because you have to, because once you have that house or once you have that car, it's going to be easier. Life is going to be better. You're going to be happier. Well, newsflash, you're not. That's just duality. That's all that is. It's just your experience of duality. And it's not only just your experience of duality, but you're also being tricked by the ego. And that's how big the ego is. That's how much power the ego has on us when, anyways, okay, so that's how much power the ego has on us, right? So, all right. Okay, so duality. See, can you see how it emulsifies right into the skin? Can you believe that? I've been doing this. Look at, it feels so good too. If you have dry skin, oh my God, like, you have to do this. Like, you have to try this. You have to. It's so good. Like, look at how good my skin looks. All it is salicylic acid from The Ordinary, and this bottle is maybe 11 bucks Canadian, and our day cream, which you could get from karmasuds.com, but you have to use the code BG777, BG777, 3 sevens, because otherwise you can't get it. It's more of our wholesale site. Anyways, okay, so back to the vlog. Sorry guys, but oh, my skin looks so good. Okay, so back to the vlog. Duality. So, duality. So once you come to a place where you've experienced the duality and you've come out of this place of duality, you know what it feels like? It feels like oneness. You no longer, like, the hot and the cold don't matter, because you found what you're comfortable. You found your consciousness. You found the love within you. You found the happiness within yourself. Therefore, duality feels like once you've achieved a level of duality, nobody else is wrong anymore. You know, like, you don't feel like you have this need to interrupt people while they're trying to talk to you in order to get your point across. You become to realize that your point doesn't matter. Like, the person that's having their experience, that's their experience. Their issues are real to them, and my opinion does not matter. So you begin to see everybody as yourself. That's what oneness is. So like driving, you know, if someone cuts you off, it's not like you're not going to get all pissy about it, because you're going to understand them, and you're going to understand that maybe they just had a bad day, you know, and we have bad days. So you begin to understand how their light is shining, and it doesn't affect anything because you're one with that person too. So that's what happens when you have gone through a whole bunch of duality. You really just begin to see things for what they are, and it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong at all. That is the experience that I've been having, and it starts to feel like nothingness. Like, it is full consciousness, because you're now kind of in the 5th dimension, right? Like, you're jumping in and out. This earth is a 3rd dimension, but your consciousness gets you to jump in and out of the 5th and 3rd. So anyways, as this nothing, like this feeling of nothingness, what I've realized is, if you just let it be nothing, consciousness becomes like, you are in that manifestation mode, because you're constantly surrendering, not like loving somebody enough to just listen to them and hear their experience and not judge them on it and just let it be the way it is. That's surrender. So when you're constantly in every situation surrendering yourself to God, to the universe, to consciousness, you're opening your gateways to manifest more. But what happens before your true and when manifestations come, they start coming like this, right? But what's happening in the meantime is the universe is still testing you. And this is what I feel like I'm going through. So now that duality isn't a thing for me anymore, I've come to this nothingness. I felt this nothingness for a good 3 months. But now I'm starting to just even surrender to my own thoughts. Like, I'm starting to it's not my ego. I know these thoughts aren't my ego because I can distinguish it. I've talked about that in a different vlog before, but I'm able to surrender just to what I love. Like I enjoy, my way of healing the world and sharing is through these YouTube videos. That's my part. This is what I do as a healer, sharing my experiences. So I've just kind of like surrendered to this, and now I'm allowing the universe, I'm allowing, because I have no more thought of what is it that I want. I don't know. I'm in this nothingness. So now I'm opening up like the gateways for the universe. I'm in complete surrender to the universe in order for it to provide the right people that need to come to me. The right opportunities will come to me. Like, I'm open, and it is in the beginning. I'm not uncomfortable with it now, but in the beginning, when you go through this nothingness, you feel completely lost. You your ego you have to be very careful, because that's a time where the ego will latch on, and mine tried. Oh, trust me, mine tried. And this is a time where you just have to keep believing and believing. And every morning when you wake up, the more you believe, the more nothingness will happen. But the more you believe, that you keep believing and surrendering, it opens up floodways and gateways to what your true soul's purpose here on earth is. I hope that helps. I mean, I hope it wasn't just jibber jabber. I just like to talk about my experiences and what I go through, and I hope that it helps other people. But that's what I'm going through right now. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be doing these YouTube videos. I know I love speaking, and I do want to get in front of people, and I want to teach like universities, colleges. I want to teach meditation. I want to teach this in front of live people. I know I want to do all of that. I know I want to travel and do my speaking, but I feel uncomfortable because I don't feel excited about it anymore. There's this nothingness to it. It's like, so I'm just surrendering to it and allowing the universe to bring me what it brings me. So yeah, you just come to a place of balance. No real happiness, no real fear. It's just like, okay, you're just really present when you go through this. Love you guys.